What is up, guys? It's your boy Elijah. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys can hear me pretty well. Coming down with a little cold or something like that. I don't really know, but pretty good now. But man, it's been a while. It's probably been a year since I've really posted. I've just really not been too focused on YouTube, to be honest. I'm not gonna hold you guys. Really just been working, stacking money, paying off debt, things like that. But today, I'm actually going to work right now, but I don't even like recording when I'm working because you guys work for Amazon, you work for delivery, you kind of just want to go knock it out. You don't want too many interruptions. I don't really take too many breaks. And I kind of just try to just go through it and get through the day and go home. But today, guys, we're going to really be talking about my kind of year review since I've been working for Amazon for a little over a year now. Today is May, and I actually started working February, March, so it's been over a year. So I'm gonna kind of talk about what I liked, what I didn't like, and I don't know if you guys work for Amazon or have, or maybe you're thinking about working for Amazon. Maybe you'll get some valuable information out of this. We'll see. So, we'll start with the things that I kind of really didn't like over the years, man. And I think it's kind of for everybody. I ain't gonna hold you, man. But the peak seasons are kind of that. I'm not even gonna hold you guys. I'm pretty sure if you worked, you already know what I mean by that. Things like holidays, even like now, today's Valentine's Day, and we've definitely seen a increase in stops and packages. Like yesterday, I had like all in total 160 something. I don't know, 163, 165 stops. That's a drastic difference than which if you guys look at the video I posted last year. I mean, maybe did I only post some Mercy route? I'm not sure, but I think like last year I was around like 120, and today is we could definitely see $150, $160. The most stops somebody had yesterday was 190 freaking stops, bro. And he did it all by himself. And he crushed it, my boy John. But shit's crazy with these stops. And I'm sure since today's Valentine's Day, I'm sure we're gonna have probably a lot of packages, a lot of stops today. I just hope I'm not going into my kind of like Port Chester route. That route has the most packages in the entire company. It's worse than our Greenwich Ave, which is like, think of like downtown where all the offices are, and it's just like literally just an Ave of restaurants, offices, and you could be there for a couple hours. The reason why Putnam Ave is bad because you have Putnam Green, which is like a big ass apartment complex. That by itself can take like 2 hours. So yeah, hopefully I'm not there today. Hopefully I'm back in the sticks. Yesterday I was in the sticks, or I like to say, just like the neighborhoods in Greenwich where all the big houses are, long driveways. And I was saying any day in the sticks is a good day because I've been doing that route for over a year. It's pretty fucking easy. I'm not gonna do this, but I don't know what my package is gonna be. But yeah, that's kind of the shitty situations. We also got New York routes outside of Connecticut routes too. And I don't really like the New York routes, man. You go up to Bedford and Katona, even though they like got big houses, kind of like Greenwich. It's like farms and shit like that. They got stables and horses out there, and in my opinion, I just don't fucking like it. Especially when it rains or it snows. There's like no plows out there. It just sucks. And the thing I like about the 6 in Greenwich is because your stops are further apart, so you're probably gonna drive a minute, 2 minutes, whatever, between stops, which it's not bad. You get a little break between, you're not constantly getting in and out of the van every single second. Katona is too spread apart. There's times when I'll drive 5, 7, 8 minutes to my next stop. It's just too freaking far. Because you're also in a groove where you kind of want to get it over with, you know? But now here you got a 7-minute freaking drive ahead of you. And you're just like, oh, are you freaking kidding me? And if, God forbid, you didn't have good enough sleep, it's enough time between stops where you'll start nodding off a little bit while driving if you didn't get enough sleep. So yeah, I don't really like that. One of the biggest things, if you guys are looking to work for Amazon, is figure out where they deliver. Now, granted, they're gonna have a big ass delivery area, so it's like you can't really pick a particular spot. Like I said, we got Connecticut routes, we got New York routes, but you can figure out like, okay, we do mostly residential, or they do mostly commercial, right? Or then maybe you go look at the map of the residential and see, okay, are the houses far apart, or they're right next to each other? Is it like farmlands and stuff like that? And that could possibly save you a lot, because we have had guys go off to another DSPs and stuff like that. A lot of them have come back because the grass isn't greener. But also, I've heard about some crazy shit other DSPs have done, which is why I have no interest jumping ship. Now, I have some things cooking in the oven, which should be my next video, things that I'm doing. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, I got things lined up, and I really haven't told people because, not everybody who acts like your friend is your friend, and I just like to keep certain cards to the chest, things like that. But it's actually, a lot of stuff is going down this actually week. It's Sunday, and this week I'm actually doing things for some other stuff. So watch out for that video. Make sure you like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, because this year I plan to make many more videos. I'm going back to Cuba, just came back from PR, so I'm planning to make videos and things like that. Thinking about getting those Ray-Ban Meta glasses so I can make videos with. So tons of more videos coming back this year. Planning to be more active this year. Over this last year, it's been. I'm not gonna hold you. It's been pretty good. I'm not gonna hold you guys. Amazon has given us a raise over the year. They also messed around with like taking us from a 10-hour day to a 9-hour day, right? So they lowered our stops, but then over time the stops went back freaking up. So I think we're back at a 10-hour day. So Amazon's kind of weird with. We haven't unionized or anything. I've heard a big ruckus. I'm going anyway. Like last peak season, like November and stuff like that, you had guys trying to unionize. I didn't really experience any of that in my station. Now, granted, you can tell I'm up in like upstate New York. Right, so I'm actually leaving the city and going up. And a lot of guys do that, because I know a lot of guys who work for not just my company, but also in the station. A lot of the guys have worked in the Bronx and all that. And I heard nothing but horror stories in the Bronx. And the fact that those guys basically get paid the same as us is wild, because I would not want to work in the Bronx or anything like that, man. But I'm not gonna hold you guys. Delivery up in Connecticut, man, I've gotten a lot of tips, snacks. Like just yesterday, gave me a iced tea and a water. And water like in the metal bottles type waters. Yeah. Only thing about the iced tea, it was like sugar free and it was like unsweetened and shit. So it kind of sucked ass, but I'm not gonna hold you. When you're on the road, bro, and you get like snacks, people give you shit. It's a nice feeling. It's nice. So appreciate them. Appreciate all the people who support their delivery drivers. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people come and go the last year. This is definitely a high turnover job. Now again, I got some shit cooking. So, but yeah, That's one thing about this job. It's high turnover, bro. This is not a job for. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people who stayed. There's definitely we've had, and we don't do constant hiring. Like one dude just abandoned his route. He was like, "Yo, I'm not fucking doing this." Boom, I'm gone. And they're finally gonna fire him because he's been doing that for a while. He was a cool ass dude, though. I liked him. But hey, man. I mean, you keep abandoning your fucking route. Yeah, you probably eventually gonna get clipped. So he basically got clipped yesterday. And to be honest, he didn't even have that bad of a route. He wasn't even the guy that had 190. So I don't know. And I wish him nothing but the best, man. I don't know if he'll go back to FedEx, he'll go to another Amazon, or whatever. But no, I go with you guys. Should you guys work for Amazon? I think Amazon's good. If you're someone who likes to be out, don't want to be in an office, don't want to be in a warehouse. So I've done the warehouse and the Walmart type of thing, and the day goes by so slow. And even though you're working more hours, you're working closer to 9 to 10 hours, the day goes quicker because, you're constantly moving, you're constantly changing environments. So, I mean, the pay is not bad. Right now we get paid $22.25, up from $20.75 last year. Don't know if we're gonna get a raise this year. I have no idea. Don't know what the pay rate is when you're watching this. But that's where it is in New York at the time of recording. I would say, give it a try. But definitely ask questions on where they deliver, because I can only imagine if I was delivering the Bronx. I probably would have been way more eager, way more incentive to try to bounce, try to get the fuck up out of there. If I was working in the Bronx, I don't think I would be as comfortable, as relaxed as I am now. Even though now, definitely get a fire back up under me, because now it's like I'm in over a year, and I'm not trying to be those guys who are those guys who are like, I've been working for Amazon, different DSPs for like 3-4 years. And I'm just like, no, that ain't gonna be me. You know what I mean? I like the job. I really like the people. I've gotten really close with the people, but me being here for multiple years, making $22 an hour, like $30,000 to $40,000 a year, especially in a place like fucking New York, no. I'm real motivated to get the fuck up out of here. But I'm not gonna hold you, I did get a little comfortable because shit, especially when I'm in the sticks in Greenwich, life is good. It's not a very hard job. I've gotten very used to it. If you're someone who doesn't really work out, you might get sore after the first week of doing this. But I would say, push through it, and eventually you'll kind of just get used to it. I'm not even gonna hold you. And of course, if your managers, your dispatchers fucking suck, excuse my language, you have a terrible route, they keep giving you the worst route in the company, then I like it. But for the most part, I think that this can become a very easy job, and I see why guys stick around for years. But I just don't see the money. I don't see the benefits in it. So personally, for me, I always got to try to chase. One of my things is I'm trying to get to the 100K mark, man. That's really what I'm trying to do, man. And so I'm trying to put myself in position, and I'm not gonna be able to do that here. This is a very dead-end job. Like, even my dispatchers didn't even get raises. Usually, if you get promoted to a dispatcher, you get a raise, more responsibilities, things like that. My dispatchers did not get a raise. So, no shade on them, but there's no upward mobility here. And it's probably going to be the same for you for Amazon. So, I mean, if you want a good job, it pays over $20 an hour, more than likely, that's what it's going to pay where you are. This isn't a bad gig. It really isn't. So I would say, jump right in. I'm about to go to, wait a minute. I hate when people start slowing up. And especially when you're in the fast lane, the left lane. yeah, so that's kind of like my year. My year's been pretty freaking chill. I've been delivering the most spots outside of, I don't know, like 4 or 5 months ago. They gave us some New York routes. But outside of that, yo, this job is pretty fucking chill. Put in the comments below, yo, if you want me to go back to recording. Like I said, I'm thinking about getting those better glasses that can record. So put that in the comments below if you want to see that. I got some travel vlogs coming up a little later this year. Going back to Goa for about, if everything goes well, 2.5 weeks. You know, things like that. So yeah, got a lot of things planned, man. And if you got questions about this job, I've been doing this shit for over a year now. I would say I'm somewhat experienced now in this. Things like that. I'm just looking at my rearview mirror. I'm just like, what the fuck is it? I'm just like driving like that behind me. I don't know. Just some dude. I don't know. But yeah. I'm pretty excited to talk about what I'm going to talk about in the next video, man. Definitely should have been more motivated to do it earlier. But hey, man, I got it done when I got it done. So yeah, we're about almost halfway done with 2025, boys. So yo, go out there and shoot for the fence, bro. Try to achieve. What the fuck? My screen just down here for my navigation froze. But yeah, try to achieve the unachievable, man. You know, don't allow 2025 to go by. You go to 2026 and you're in the exact same freaking position you were in 2024. Every year, you must be trying to progress, man. And that's how I kind of look at my life, is I need to see progression. And if I don't see enough progression, I start kind of getting paranoid, start getting anxious, start kind of trying to move and shit. So, yeah. But I'm almost at work, boys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like and subscribe. You guys hit that notification bell. Plan to make some more videos and get way more active here in the second half of 2025. And I'm gonna see you boys in the next video, yo. Peace out, yo.